Hey.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
Fish.
Thank you very much for joining me. We're shooting today straight out of the box. The GoPro Hero 11 compared to the 10.
If Rode gave me a wireless Go, it would be fair, but they didn't. You're gonna have to compare. Now, this is called a low level shot. No light, street lamp, wee hours in the morning just prior to sunrise. We're gonna be fair. I pulled the mic out. Both internal sounds of the GoPro Hero 10 and 11. How do I sound? The wind is subtle, blowing towards me. I'm gonna stop underneath the street lamp, and this is not gonna be a 2-minute video. This is gonna be a real person's video. How do I look and how do I sound to you? First test, here we go. 3, 2, woohoo! GoPro is no pro at all. Next test is light. Lights like so. I'll bring it over here to show the color. Blue, silver. We consider this a bumpy test, a rough road. Wait for the boardwalk test. Oh yeah, all broken up. And it is fair to say auto boost versus hyper smooth. So hyper smooth 4.0 and 5.0 at its best. First issue, plugged in the power, charged the battery, came up this morning to see the red LED on. When I went to take a video, it went off and came back on. GoPro, issue number 1, red LED. Wind, front mic only on the 11 on the media mod. The wind by the flag, and it's going to be a very windy bike ride. Wow, I had to pick a spot that the wind just gets blocked. GoPro, man, first impressions. Out of the box, when you brand new and you look at the camera, you go, wow, that is a nice camera. If you're an existing customer, time after time after time, it's just a camera with updates. Now, what makes the Hero 11 special from the Hero 10? A couple of added features. Also, there's a couple of features removed. And you're gonna have to make that decision if it's right for you. When I just did a time warp, the last video, I've noticed there's no narrow. I set my settings on the camera, not at default. If I was to do default, everybody out there with the Hero 11 is not telling you, they're deceiving. They're telling you in the Pro Custom mode, they set the camera up. In GoPro Hero 11 default, it is and will only be 5.3K easy mode. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna head on back and go in a different area that we could get maybe some better sounds and better video. We have a sunrise. The sun is up. All my shots of the camera will be at 4K, 24 frames per second, linear plus horizon, white balance 5000, ISO minimum 100, maximum 800, sharpness is at low, EV at -0.5. Color is GoPro. natural. It is 10-bit on the GoPro. The Rode Wireless Go. Noise for wind is canceled because of an external mic, and probably because maybe of a media module. Unsure. On the Hero 10 it's exactly the same, but the wind is on auto. That is the only difference. This is about the Hero 11 and not the 10. If you want crisp, clear sound, we can transfer over to the 10, but it's the same exact soundboard. Now, my other gripe with the camera was basically when I went into the interface and I go, hey, I don't want to start up with quick. I want to simply just use the camera and manually update. I could not get past the positive 1 through 11 time zone that this camera was forced on. And maybe in the next firmware, I doubt it's going to happen because it is factory firmware that no one of the pre-release people mentioned. Just simply use the application. This camera became more mobile. It's mobile friendly. Another gripe, and I will talk about it right with the change scene. If you're a subscriber, and we asked one of our members, great guy, Scott's Review, he was going to test out subscription live for YouTube. On GoPro, non-subscriber, the YouTube has been taken away of live stream. And that's been taken away since the Hero 10, as well as now the 11. And maybe it's something that will come back in the later updates. App version 15, right up to app version 11.01, 21, 1.1, whatever numbers you want to call them today. The numbers are just too crazy. I have no other complaints while this video is being made. But as I go along, I may or may not come across any issues with the 11. I'm happy with it, trust me, I am. It's just not worth $550 some odd at a store, or $450 with the forced subscription plan that you have to keep an eye on. That is something that a new user will and should appreciate. If you go in the water and water's your passion, that subscription plan is a must, or a warranty plan that's definitely going to cover water damage. GoPro has come a long way. GoPro's an awesome camera. It truly is. I'm gonna head on back. I did my review, don't want to make it an hour long, and I hope you can get something out of these videos. If you take note, I showed what I'm doing right now. I'm showing the DJI filming both cameras. A creator's edition I created. And I want to thank Steve WB for his GoPro mount, as well as my gig user for his mount. I do apologize, my gig user. I am heading on back. I'm all talked out. I am out of breath because I fought like 16-mile-per-hour winds heading this way on a bike that drags along. A great bike indeed. I love and hate GoPro at the same time. I did not spend their money, GoPro's money. I spent my own personal hard-earned funds for something that I want to enjoy. Nobody told me what to say, and it is what it is. On that note, let's see what we can get. I don't even want to say one of the major complaints, voice command. Has voice command come back with wake up for GoPro to say, hey, GoPro turn on? I don't use voice command. That was taken away because of the GP chip. The umbrella chip also taken away the dual recording photo. And speaking of photo, nice slow pan not the smooth slope pan, the sun with some haze. That is a gorgeous shot. I'm going to transfer over. The GoPro Hero 10 is on boost throughout most of the shots. At the beginning it was set on standard. I'm on a bumpy boardwalk. I'm on auto boost. And that is what this camera is supposed to do. One of the things I want to do is take a walk. See if the auto boost or the GoPro Hero 11 doesn't have any more bounce. And I'm going to go do that in a few seconds. I'm walking nice and slow. I don't know if you see the bounce. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to walk a little faster. That's my pace I'll walk. Is there any bounce in the video? You let me know. I'm going to walk a little faster. That's my pace I'll walk. Is there any bounce in the video? You let me know. I am on full frame. Full frame. I did not set Pro Tunes up. I have to go back and see if 10-bit color is on. Now, I am now on full frame. Exactly the same Pro Tune settings as I discussed early on. What can we do with full frame? Can we adjust? I'm at 4K 60, not 5.3. On full frame, 5K 7 or 5.3K. I do apologize. I'll put this video up. I'll make it a minute long so you can color it, do what you want. I'll change it to flat? No. I'm a color person that just simply likes to use GoPro Natural. The softwares I have don't do perfect color grading. They don't have all those LUTs to use, but I'll set it up anyway for you. This full frame, white balance native, color is flat. It is a nice shot indeed. It should give you an idea of what the camera can do. Now I'm not 100% sure if Hypersmooth 5.0 is set to auto boost. It should be whatever is set on the native. This will do just fine for you. It's the beginning of golden hour. So I should start to be looking nice and colorful. Now I got some sample shots. If I remember to put it up, they're not too long. And they could be shared to one and all on the 8x7. If you want to take this shot and have fun using it, you may do so, but it's not going to be any native color or flat. If you want me to do that, I should set it up and do that. I do have to make a turn. I got a sand pile and I don't want to go in it and crash. It's 4K, 24 frames, native white balance, color flat. So this way you have a sample of 4K at 24. The camera is facing towards the sun. I'll turn the camera around so you can get an idea of my skin tones. And there you have it. This is an awesome shot, if asked, an awesome sample test if you want to shoot 4K. Not many people out there have a 5K laptop today to do editing on. They have basically 1080p and some have 4K. 4K is still up and coming. I'm finishing off my review. I'll start another review. 5K, 60 frames per second, EV negative 1.0. Here we go. Your very first time turning on the camera, please do not overlook the things when you set it up. It's going to ask you for English. It's going to ask you to turn GPS on. Agree to the terms. And use the quick. I overlooked something very simple. I looked over the UF -5. I clearly didn't see it. I want daylight savings time to be on. Whatever day's date it is. Click OK, and whatever time it is. You're going to get all this information of pro tip. You're going to get the camera right out of the box in easy mode. Easy mode does not let you get into the profiles. It gets you into the slow motion, low light 5.3, 30 frames per second, 60 frames, 120, and 240. So you can change the different frames per second, slow motion. It allows you to change the field of view from super view, hyper view, and so forth. And you can see the fun I'm having with my big fingers trying to change it. There's linear. There's super view and hyper view. If I want to go into photos, I won't be able to change it, but I'm able to do different things over here. Change the field of view, linear to wide. Put a timer and go to night photo, super photo, back and forth, and photo. If I wanted to do time warp, over here this is the real speed, and over here this is the field of view, wide and linear. The simplicity of the camera in easy mode. To get out of easy mode, swipe down to the left, controls easy. You want to take easy and bring it to pro. And when you do that and you come back up, you're now back into all the features and functions that this camera can do, like the GoPro Hero 10. You have your full frame 5.3K H7 30 wide. You have your activity, cinematic, ultra slow motion, and loop is in the presets. If you go to time warp, and in time warp you find your star trails, your light painting, your vehicle lights. Let's just open up vehicle lights. You have short, long, and maximum, your resolution, you're locked out of the lens field of view, the video, and the interval. You have shutter seconds of 0.5, 1, 2, 5, 10, and 30. You don't have 15 or 20. You have your schedule, your zoom, your Pro Tunes. You cannot control bit rate or EV compensation. You can control your white balance and ISO and cannot control sharpness. Those are to name just a few. I use a Samsung Evo Select Plus 64 gig card. I shot a lot of video. I turned my camera on. I'm in full frame. I'm going to shut my camera off, and the on and off button is just about the same, maybe a tad harder than the 10. I'm going to hit the quick capture. It is the same amount of time as the Hero 10. I'm shooting in the last mode. The camera does a nice job in shutting off. It may take just a little longer. I don't know. What I am going to do is change this from full frame to activity. I'm going to put this to the side and I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to turn both cameras on. I'm going to shut both cameras off. Did you take note that this shut off a lot faster than the Hero 10? One of the many questions everybody has, does the camera overheat? Well, we're not shooting at 4K 120 frames per second 24/7, so the camera will overheat, especially in that frame rate in a room that is hot and you're not outside and you're not holding the camera and moving in the air. You could have it in the windshield of a car. You could sit at a baseball game. All cameras will generate heat and eventually shut down in due time. This is a fan. This is the GoPro. What we're going to do is set the camera up with 100%. We're in activity. We're going to hit the pencil. We're going to change the frame rate to the most highest frame rate possible, 120. We're going to save it, default, place it right on the fan, and just let it run. It is 10:41, overheated 28 minutes, 4K, 120 frames per second. Yeah. GoPro turn on. GoPro video mode, GoPro photo mode, GoPro turn off. I hope you enjoyed the review, the unboxing, and if you're looking for a new camera and you never own a GoPro, this camera may be again right for you. If you're looking for something to replace your existing camera, that'd be up to you to decide. I hope you enjoy your GoPro when you receive it. On that note, I am Fish, and I want to thank you for viewing the video. Any questions you got at the time I made this video, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. I hope you enjoy your camera, and I hope you capture the moment with it. Enjoy and have a great day with the GoPro Hero 11 Black.